The 5 Democratic presidential candidates debated for the first time last night. 2 of them did most of the talking. Frontrunner Hillary Clinton and her leading challenger, Bernie Sanders, clashed on several issues, from gun control to Wall Street.
The candidates challenged each other's positions. The conversation was pointed at times, but the tone was overall civil.
Is Bernie Sanders tough enough on guns?
No, not at all. Senator Sanders did vote 5 times against the Brady bill. He also did vote, as he said, for this immunity provision. I voted against it. I was in the Senate at the same time. It wasn't that complicated to me.
Before this debate, Secretary Clinton's campaign put out a lot of reversals on positions on Keystone and many other things.
Everybody on this stage has changed a position or two. If you are learning, you're going to change your position. I never took a position on Keystone until I took a position on Keystone.
You have the 3 largest banks in America are much bigger than they were when we bailed them out for being too big to fail. We have got to break them up.
I respect the passion and intensity. I represented Wall Street as a senator from New York, and I went to Wall Street in December of 2007, before the big crash that we had, and I basically said, cut it out.
Secretary Clinton, Congress does not regulate Wall Street. Wall Street regulates Congress. And we have got to break off these banks. Going to them and saying, please do the right thing.
No, that's not what,
kind of naive.
Look, I think Dodd-Frank was a very good start. Tonight, I want to talk not about my emails, but about what the American people want.
The American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
Enough of the emails. Let's talk about the real issues facing America.
Bloomberg Politics managing editor John Heilemann covered that debate last night. He's with us now from Las Vegas. John, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. How are you?
I'm great. Let's talk about that moment when Bernie Sanders let Clinton off the hook about her damn emails.
Yeah.
Was he right when he said this probably isn't good politics?
You know, it's a little hard to tell. I think Bernie Sanders got a nice little bump out of that. The people who like Bernie Sanders like the fact that he's not going negative. It was the most trafficked moment of the debate in social media on Twitter and Facebook. I think it was a win-win. Certainly like a political in-kind contribution to Hillary Clinton, but I think it actually did Sanders a little bit of good. It was the best moment for him last night.
John, did you think any of the other candidates had a breakthrough moment? All morning, we're all talking about Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. What about the 3 others?
Gail, I didn't really notice any other candidates on stage. I'm not sure who you're talking about.
How about Martin O'Malley? People said that he had a pretty decent night.
I thought Martin O'Malley, for a guy who was introducing himself to a country that largely has no idea who he is, did a decent job of that. If you thought he was in critical condition going into the debate, he got some pulse. He's alive, but I wouldn't say that he he did not break through in like a Carly Fiorina-esque way to the point where he's now going to be in the top tier on the Democratic side.
John, given the performance of Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, how do you think this affects, if at all, Joe Biden's decision to enter the race?
Well, you know, the Biden mind reading thing has gone on for a while, and I'm now a little reluctant to do it. He's having lunch today, I believe, with President Obama, and I'm sure this conversation is going to come up because Vice President Biden has to decide pretty soon. If he's just gauging the political landscape that he faces, this debate, and the turn of events that have happened with the Benghazi hearings and the Benghazi committee over the last couple of weeks are going to make the landscape seem more forbidding to him. And there's no doubt that Hillary Clinton last night, in addition to trying to smack Bernie Sanders around in a pretty aggressive way, was also trying to send a message to Joe Biden. She hugged President Obama all night long and it was basically saying to Joe Biden, listen, if you're going to come into this race and try to be the natural inheritor of the Obama mantle, you're not going to take that away from me. I'm going to give you a fight for that. I got that covered. You should probably just stay out of the race if that's the way you're going to try to get in.
Yeah, people said that she showed a sense of humor, but she also showed she is not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
She absolutely did not. I thought, you know, look, she's a very good debater. She was a very good debater in 2008. Her experience really showed yesterday. She has an incredible command of the facts. And the fact that she understands policy and the fact that she understands all the things substantively that she does, instead of getting bogged down in it, it frees her to be her more natural self. And you could see that last night a lot. I've got kind of the human side of her came out in a way that we haven't seen in a lot of press interviews that she's done over the last 6 months.
All right, John Heilemann, great to see you.